Hernán. Thanks for your time, man.
Hi,
Um,
Steve.
hey,
How
what's
how
the
how
what's
are
the
you?
good, good, thanks. What's the status of the 10 injured players, and how many might be in uniform for this game this weekend?
Uh, Good question. We still have 2 days before the game, so it might be a chance that we recover a few of them. It might be a chance that we don't recover any of them. So we will see.
We'll go to Dave Johnson. Dave, go ahead.
Aaron, again, congratulations on the first week. And given that, can you just talk about how important that first win was when you're trying to get players to buy into what you're teaching, and they now have something, some bit of joy that they can believe in?
Very important. The first win on the first game, playing at home with your fans when they have the opportunity to come back to out the field was beautiful, and we really enjoyed. And the players did it everything. They were working very hard during preseason, and they were open to this change, to this new way of play, style of play, and they really like it, and we know we can get only but better. We want to get better, especially on the ball. When we recover some important players that are coming back from injury, we're gonna be also stronger. But it was huge. When you win the first game, it gives you confidence, it gives you support, and it's also a proof that everything what you have trying to change the last 6-7 weeks, okay, it gives you results. So for the confidence and for the believing and the joy between the group, this was a massive win.
We'll go to Jose Rodriguez next. Jose, go ahead.
Thank you. Hernán, I'd like to ask the question in Spanish, if that's okay. Hernán, quisiera preguntarte sobre Andy Najar. Me gustaría saber cómo lo has visto físicamente después de estos primeros minutos de la temporada, una larga pretemporada. ¿Cómo está, sobre todo sabiendo su historial de lesiones? También me gustaría que hablaras un poco sobre su rol como líder dentro de este equipo, siendo una de las figuras importantes en la historia de DC United. Muchas gracias.
Muy feliz de poder trabajar con Andy. Sabemos que viene de muy lejos, luego de varios años con varias lesiones. Nos hemos tomado el trabajo junto con el staff médico para hacer trabajos individualizados, para poder construir su condición física, para poder apoyarlo en todas esas pequeñas debilidades y dolores que ha tenido en el pasado. Y es por eso que hemos sido muy, muy precavidos con los minutos que le hemos dado durante la pretemporada, durante los entrenamientos, controlar bien las cargas entre descanso y trabajo con el grupo. Hubo momentos que trabajó individualmente y poco a poco se va sumando al grupo, se va sintiendo cada vez mejor. Todavía no está listo para jugar más de 15, 20 minutos, pero sabemos lo importante que puede ser para el grupo, para DC United, y ayudarnos en estos primeros partidos, esperando que él pueda seguir sintiéndose bien, siguiendo construyendo esa condición física para que en algún momento esté apto para jugar 90 minutos y poder ayudarnos desde el comienzo.
Take 3 more questions. We'll go to Charlie Bohm next. Charlie, go ahead.
Hi, Profe. Thanks for your time today. After the last match, you spoke about wanting to see more, I think you used the term automation in your players and improve that. And I was wondering if you could just maybe in general terms explain what you mean by that concept and how you measure that and what we might look for in that process in the games to come.
I was asking to my players to have more animation.
Yeah. Automation, like which I assume you mean like pressing triggers and cues and this sorts of thing.
No, I think defensively was pretty well. Was much better than what that I was expecting against. Once again, we don't need to forget we won against New York City. From the last 5 games DC United play, we drew 2 times and we lost 3. Now playing at home against a very good opponent, to have dominated a big part of the game and defensively was very solid. So I'm very glad with that. Still things to improve, especially with the ball and knowing when to play forward and vertical like we want, and when keeping the ball in the team, when pressing with the whole team and cost us a lot of energy. So when sometimes drop in a medium block and try to play a little bit in the counter. So those are things that we still need to detect and read during the game. But the more games we play, the more automatics we're gonna have, and it will only get better. So once again, very happy and satisfied with the performance after the first game.
We'll do 2 more questions. We'll go to Cone Franz next. Cone.
Thank you. Hi Hernán.
Hey Koen.
Glad I can ask you a question. Hey, alles goed?
Goed, Emil?
Ça va. Het seizoen is gedaan, hè? But I will talk in English so the rest can understand
Yeah.
as well. Of course, I have a question regarding Beerschot, because their season is finished. I just wanted to wonder if you could follow the end of the season of your previous club, and if you can compare somehow the level of MLS with Jupiler Pro League and the level of your actual team, DC United, now with Beerschot.
Very difficult question. The first part of the question, yes, I was following all the games of Beerschot. I was in contact with many players, with the staff. So I was until the very last game, supporting for them, for trying to be in that playoff. But still, leaving 9 teams behind you on your first year in first division is an incredible performance, and I was very happy with everything what I saw, and very happy for Will and the performances they have. And unfortunately, at the end for 1 point you are out of those playoffs, but still you let 9 teams behind you. It's a huge performance, and I was very happy for them. Now comparing the levels of the leagues, to be honest, I think the MLS is growing, and it's getting better and better. When you see the teams and the players that are playing here, they have huge qualities, and very young, talented players who choose the MLS to make the first steps. And many players from the MLS are now going to Europe. So I think it's a different league. MLS is a lot of physicality and athletes and explosive players, a lot of speed on the games. But in Belgium, the level is also hard to compare. If I have to say which one is better, I think it's different. A lot of physicality here in MLS, but both are very competitive and good competitions.
Last question, Coach. This was sent ahead of time. What does the team have to do to find success against New England this weekend?
Well, we talk about being loyal to our style of play. Try to do the same things that we're doing at home on away games. Now we have 3 very difficult away games: New England, San Jose, and Columbus Crew. And you know how important it is to take points on the road against difficult opponents. Now we play on turf. You need to step into a plane, have flights, something that is particularly new for me, not new for the players. But we want to adapt as less as possible and try to play our game and to play our style of play, and hopefully it's the opponent the one adapting to us. But huge respect for New England, for the coach of New England, the most experienced coach in the MLS, won 5 titles, we're gonna go to New England expecting a very hard game, a very difficult game, but at the same time trying to don't adapt too much to the opponent and try to keep on building up our way of play and our style of play.